Hello and welcome. This is a fantastic day to be alive. Don't you agree, Lady Lou?
I do indeed. It's raining.
We do celebrate rain here in Texas because when we have a drought, man, it is really bad. Trees die and then we have those tumbleweeds rolling across. No, I'm kidding. Well,
Almost.
they do somewhere, but not in Houston, of course.
Uh,
So, this is the daily reset for Success Show, and we are here because we want to reset every single day. Things happen to us every single day. We may lose our job, or we may get, a poke. You know how some people will poke you? They just try and get you, and so sometimes you just need to say, okay, let me take a deep breath, let me reset, let me get going again. So that's what this series is all about. And on Mondays at 12 o'clock Central Time, we're live with work from home. So we know that there's a lot of people that want to either change their job, they want to get a new job, they want to get a side hustle, they want to get maybe a regular job that pays them benefits and everything. And so all of those scenarios you can do it from home. And we're here to prove it. We've got lots and lots of proof that you can work from home in your pajamas if you want to, unless you're doing video, and then I don't suggest it from the waist up. So Lady Lou has a kitty cat that's down by her knees that
yeah.
she's trying to keep quiet. So, we do have dogs and we do have cats and we have jackhammers and lawnmowers. And when we work from home, it's not always the most pleasant experience, is it?
That's right. So
But
far, he's being good.
But it's better than commuting through a town with, really bad traffic or something, using your gas and all that stuff. So we want to share with you some of the things that we have found. And all of them have been tested to make sure that they're real legitimate things that you can do. Because for some reason, there's some YouTube channels and websites out there that just want your information. So we don't want to send you on a goose chase, and we don't want you to get your information stolen from you. So we're testing and making sure that each thing that we talk about either comes from a very reputable source, like Lady Lou found a really interesting site from Entrepreneur, and we trust Entrepreneur, that has 50 ideas for side hustles.
Yes.
So that's coming up. Now, after the show, if you go down to the description, you'll see all the links that we talk about today. And if you don't see them, I give you permission to poke me. Because it means I have to go back in and do some more editing. So, sometimes I'm on to the next thing. What can I say?
I know. We all do that.
Yeah. So how are you today, Lady Lou? You're working from home today, I can tell.
Oh, you better believe it, and enjoying every minute of it because I can't go outside today. I did go out a little earlier and actually watered a couple of my plants in the rain because they're under a tree and they don't get as much rain as the rest of them.
My friend Beth is here saying hi.
Hi, Beth. How are you?
She's got a fantastic YouTube
Yes.
channel called Reseller Rowboat. See it down there, down in the screen. So if you want to hang out with a really cool lady who does all kinds of reselling and shares all of her really cool tips, then you need to go to Reseller Rowboat and tell her that Marian sent you. All right?
Yay, we had her on one of our work from home shows recently.
That's right.
Delightful lady.
Oh, she does so much from her home, doesn't she?
Yes, she's found a niche.
Yes.
And that's the key, finding a niche.
And it's so interesting because as I have seen her build her business, I see that she specializes in a few things. Now, she may be specializing in more than this, but I know that she does like collectibles. So she finds these old T-shirts, with like, I don't know, the Brady Bunch on them or something, or something that she knows is vintage, and she knows that people, my age might like, and those go really well, you know. So she has found what really sells, and she's got stores that she sells her stuff in. And when I say stuff, it's so wide and varied. It's clothing, it's collectibles, it's all kinds of things. So we'll be sure and have her back on because she has a lot more to share than she was able to in 30 minutes. So if that's something that you think you might like to do, I know she goes to resell shops. Her friends let her know when they have something they want to, either really good stuff that they want to donate, but instead they give it to her to sell. That's pretty cool, right? You're supporting a small business by doing that. And I actually, Beth, if you're listening, I have a friend that's got lots of old Life magazines in pristine. They were enclosed, you know, the great big Life magazines, and she's wondering if that's something that you'd be interested in selling for her. So let us know. All right, enough babbling. We got to get to it. People are wanting a job. Yes. Lady Lou, what you got for us?
Well, this article I found in Entrepreneur Magazine was just absolutely phenomenal. This guy wrote an article that has it had 50 different ideas. And so many of them we've already talked about. But let me go back over here to this little document, and I'm going to pick out a couple. We were talking about you could be a tutor, and he's saying do it on Skype or Zoom. I mean, there's other platforms, I should say, that you can teach. And if you have a language that you know, that you can teach someone, or if you know how to cook. We have a girlfriend who is teaching us how to cook on Zoom. And if you know how to do certain math things like algebra, I never did understand algebra, but a lot of kids don't understand algebra. Maybe you're very good at it and you could teach children. Or if you've got anything that you do well, writing, if you're a good writer, or what is it? If you're a good gardener, I've got some stuff I want to show on YouTube that I want to teach people how to make cuttings with moringa trees or anything. There's so much you can teach people as a tutor.
That's really cool. And Lady Lou, remind me of this, because I think if you have something to teach, no matter what it is, like Lady Lou knows all about moringa trees. She's been researching them. She grows them. She shares them with her friends. She grinds it up and makes it into powder so you can put it in your smoothie. She knows everything about the health benefits and everything. She could teach that. Now, let's look at the ways that you could teach something that you're really interested in or that you have a talent for.
Yeah.
There are websites that you can go and put your course on, right? You could build a course on like Teachable. Yeah. What's some of the other ones? Gosh, just off the top of my head, I can't think of them, but we do have them in some of our other shows. We have this show every Monday, so just go back and look, and you'll see we've got the links to almost everything. For some reason, I can't remember all the places that you can put a course on, but you can.
We can put them in the description later.
That's true. You could do that. No.
I can't get in.
So you could build a course. Now, if that sounds too complicated or too time consuming, or you just don't want to do that, it's easy to do. Like Lady Lou says, just get on Zoom and record it, and then you could upload it somewhere. Like if you upload it to YouTube, you can make it unlisted, and only the people that pay you for that course or that class can get access to it. Mm-hmm. My friend Beth is saying a couple things here. Her new niche is appliance parts.
Oh, big.
That reminds me, Beth, thank you for that. Like, I needed a new coffee pot, and when I went to the store, they didn't sell just the pot itself because it broke. I had to buy the whole thing, and I thought, I'd rather just buy the coffee pot, can't I? And so that's probably what she's talking about, little parts that you might need that you don't want to buy the whole thing. And then she says Tutor Select is a good way to find students for small monthly fee. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you.
Tutor Select.
I hadn't heard of that one yet. So, I mean, it's a wealth of information out there. This morning, I just tried to think, what is it that I can do on the show today? Because Marian sometimes carries the whole show, and I thought I need to put some input here for everyone. And I just Googled, what are some side hustles? And there it was, 50 of them in a row from Entrepreneur Magazine. I was blown away. I mean, Google, it's your best friend.
Yeah. So you could build a course, you can do individual classes, and you can get paid for this. Now, here's my suggestion. And if you need more information, I'm the gal. This is my golden spot, right? Patreon, patreon.com. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go to patreon.com/natural curiosity. People will pay you a monthly fee to keep going with whatever it is that they like. So if you're an artist or you're a teacher, the lady that Lady Lou was talking about, she wants to teach people how to cook healthy. And so she has a Patreon page now. And so she's building it. Okay. So we'll be sure and have her back on when it's built and ready to go. And you can see for yourself how she's making money, right? By using like a membership site, Patreon, or, you know, there are other ways to do it, but that's one of my favorites. It's easy.
Oh, yeah. And they take care of all the money for you. They take a small fee and they send you a 1099. You don't even have to think about it. Just bring me those checks.
Yeah. So if you're an artist, if you're a cook, if you're someone that has a talent for like painting, you can put cameras that hang from the ceiling and let people watch you paint. If you're a podcaster, it doesn't matter what your talent is, literally. I can't tell you what kind of things that people are willing to pay for, but it's amazing, okay? Even if you do paint by numbers, people are willing to pay you for that. So go figure. All right, so let's move on to the next one.
All right, let's get going because this is exciting. Oh, one of the things he mentioned, I'll just throw it in, is get a part-time job, a real job. You know, I don't know what that would look like because everybody has different things that they enjoy doing, but just go find it and do it. And then we talked about the online course.
Now, wait a minute, before you move on to that.
Okay.
A part-time job right now does not necessarily mean go out and get it because we're in COVID-19. So you can find a side gig or a job, a part-time job online. That's what this is all about, work from home, okay? We don't want you traveling outside trying to get, you know, a job at Walmart, okay? We don't want that. We want you to be able to work from home. And there are plenty of opportunities to do that. All right, what's your next one?
Well, this one just kind of popped up as I'm scrolling through. It's number 23. Have a garage sale. I mean, one time I made over $350 on a garage sale, and it was junk for me, but people love it. You know, my junk is their treasure. So if you've got lots of stuff laying around your house, like most of us do, put a garage sale together and maybe even do it with some friends, and you can all do it together and keep track of, you know, put different colored stickers on the merchandise so you'll know red is for Louise and green is for Marian or whatever, so you'll know who gets the money when it's all done. And we had a blast, and it lasted till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was over, and the stuff was gone. So that's a good one. And I know a lot of people, we've talked about this one, but it's so interesting because right now, a lot of people don't want to get out, especially the older folks. You could do some personal shopping for them. And that might look like clothing. It might look like going out and buying things that they need for their home or clothing. That's a fun job. I used to know a lady who did this, and she made good money. She had an upscale neighborhood too, so she was able to advertise in it. So if you love to shop, get out there and do it for somebody else. Right now, I would love for you to go shopping for me because I can't. I'm not getting out. I'm one of those. I'm a stay-at-homer right now.
Yeah. I think anything that takes them outside right now and where they have to get out with the public, I don't know. To me, I'd rather just stay home and work on the computer. But hey, you may not want to do that. You may want to get out.
Yeah. Wear your mask.
Please wear your mask. Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
I've got a couple side hustles that you can
Okay.
do from
Oh,
home,
good.
and it's right from your computer, and you're going to love it. Okay. Because you don't have to have the talent even. You can hire somebody on Fiverr or someone like me to create a design for you. You could go to a graphics designer or just there's so many places that you can do it. But you get a really cool design, say something to do with your brand colors or something, and some quotes or some designs of something like a butterfly or I don't know, whatever it is that you're resonating with, a rainbow. And you could create products like t-shirts, mugs, stickers sell like crazy.
Yes.
Stickers. I first learned this from Graveyard Girl. She has over 8 million subscribers on YouTube. And we used to handle her website. And let me tell you, those stickers were very popular. And I thought to myself, must be little kids buying them. Stickers? Oh, no. These stickers, yeah. I'm telling you, you just need to go and look. And one of the places that you can go and look, and you could actually make some money, is Redbubble. So you can create it on Redbubble, and then they'll help you sell it. And the more you sell, the more they highlight you. And the more they highlight you, the more you sell. And so it's not an overnight success thing, but I'm telling you, it is a fantastic opportunity for a lot of money working from home.
It works too, because they're sitting at home watching their video camera wondering, what can I do next? And why not go buy something? A lot of us just buy stuff because we're bored.
Well,
And they
people get online and buy things like yesterday was Father's Day. Well, what are you going to buy your father? Another tie? No, usually you go online and see what's available. World's Greatest Dad. No, you want something unique, right? Something that somebody created. So you can go to Etsy and whatever you're creating, you can sell it on there. You can sell printables. Have you ever heard of printables? If not, look it up. Printables is fantastic. So people create these beautiful calendars and things, but the people print them out. They don't mail anything. You print them out on your own computer, on your own printer.
And you can do that on Etsy too, is to make your own designs.
That's what I mean. Those are called printables.
Yeah, it's worth it, because you may have good graphic skills or something like that, or have great ideas and can get the graphic made for you. And then you can sell it all day long, because maybe you don't have things that you make. You're not a crafty person, but you have the skills to do designs.
Yeah. Do you remember earlier on, Lady Lou was talking about teaching, doing things, tutoring, that type of thing? Well, I found a website where you're going to love it. It's called, if you like kids, that is, it's called VIP Kid. And you can teach English online to young boys and girls all over the world, especially in China, who want to learn English. Now, a lot of the places, require some certification or a test to make sure that you can speak English, because you know how people are. They'll apply for a job they're not even qualified for. So you do have to do some qualifications, but it's a great paying job. VIPkid.com.
Perfect.
I have a few more.
Oh, good.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I like this one, especially if you have a nice voice. Voiceover work is amazing, and you can get paid quite a bit. So you could voice over for ads. You could do voice acting. And I talked about that last week, where I actually went to Fiverr and hired a voice actor. I wrote the script, and the lady who I hired, it wasn't very expensive. It was like $35 or something. She acted out my script. It was like 30 words or something. It wasn't very long, but I took that and added it to my video that I was doing. And my video was like 2 minutes long, but that portion of it wasn't that long. Anyway, it's a great opportunity. If you're not shy, you can do voice acting. There's also reading books. You can read books, and people that are authors are really being asked to have an audio, to have have it so that people can download it from like Amazon or what are some of the places where you can download audiobooks?
Well, Audible's the main one I know.
Audible, that's it.
Yeah.
See, I need somebody to remind me of words. But there's also intros and outros for people who do podcasts and videos and all types of things. The options for voiceovers are huge. If you have a nice voice, if people tell you, "Ooh, you have a nice voice," or "Oh, you've got a radio voice,"
Oh, yeah.
you need to try voiceover.
Uh-huh.
Another one that's so popular that there's basically no competition. There's so much work out there. And this is for virtual assistants. So people who are entrepreneurs and small business owners need somebody that can handle all the details of their business. So virtual assistants can go from basically doing nothing, maybe helping with a website up or down or something, or doing some data entry, all the way to running the business. I swear to you, I have seen this. It's amazing. A lot of people, especially YouTubers, as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, they can't handle doing the YouTube and doing all the research and all the details.
That's right.
So virtual assistants, check it out.
That's right.
All right, I've got 3 more, but I want to hear a couple more from you, Lady Lou.
Well, one of the things that's, just kind of normal if you're in a neighborhood is to become a babysitter. I mean, there's kids everywhere and people need to go places and their children can't always go with them. And if you're really good at it, you might even become a part-time or full-time nanny. That's very interesting. I never would have thought of that as a part-time thing, but people need this. They have to have someone they trust to leave their children with. And if you have those talents, that'd be wonderful. Some people just love children naturally and children gravitate to them. I've got a little niece over here, 7. I didn't know I was a good babysitter until she came along. But she and I have more fun than anything. She comes over here to play.
Peggy Moore asked me, what's the website for the voiceover? There's so many, Peggy, that I can list, 5 or 6, but literally there's so many that I couldn't possibly list them all, but I'd be happy to put it in the description for you, some of the top ones.
Good.
Okay?
That's
all right.
Great.
All right, so babysitting, what's next?
Well, I think we've already talked about this, but it's called Just Answer. It's a website. If you've got a specialty, like if you're a geek or a technical person or even a gardener, you can get on there and the people will ask you questions and pay you for the answers. I never thought of that. I mean, I know so darn much about so many things, but who's going to pay me for that? Here's the answer. Just answer.
That's
Google that one. See what you find.
That's fascinating. All right. Well, here's one that I know that Karen and Peggy are probably going to be interested in.
Perfect.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Usertesting.com. So what they want are just, normal people. Not that you guys are normal or anything, but people who get on websites and they tell them what's wrong with it. Okay. So it was really easy. Everything was really good. So basically usertesting.com, you just go and they'll let you test their new apps and their new software and their website redos. So it's very interesting, lots of work doing user testing because there's new businesses opening all the time. Yes, there's a lot of businesses closing, but a lot of new businesses are opening because they have to do like Lady Lou was saying, people need these services now, different services than they've ever needed before. And so there's all kinds of new opportunities for work.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Here's another one that I just absolutely love. It's called QME, QMEE.com, where you can share your opinions, you can shop and search and earn real cash. It's no points or anything like that. no swag or no points. They literally pay you cash in order to do things like share your opinion. If you, I don't know all the things that they're going to ask you to do, but you can pick and choose what you want to do. Like if you're shopping anyway, you can get cash back on a bunch of stuff. It's pretty interesting. I went over there. And this company is highly rated by a lot of really big websites. I never heard of it. And for someone like me to never hear of it, it's like, how did that happen? So go check it out, qme.com. One more, Lady Lou, and then I'll let you finish out.
Okay.
This one sounds so fantastic that when COVID's over, I really want to try it. It's called Field Agent, fieldagent.net. Now, Field Agent is so fascinating. They will have all these different tasks that you can choose. Like they'll want you to go to Kroger, your local Kroger, so you're already going there anyway, and take a picture of their aisle where their product is, because they want to see how it's displayed. They can't be everywhere at all times. And you just take that picture and upload it, and then they can see that it came from that Kroger, and that's how they're displaying them. See? I'm telling you, it's mind-blowing what people are willing to pay you for.
Who would have thought? I love it.
I don't know.
I love it.
Oh, let's see here. What Karen is saying, some vacationing people want neighbors or people to check their mailbox, water their plant and their yards. That's right. That's called house sitting. And there are websites that you can register yourself on all over the world for house sitting. There's pet sitting, house sitting. Usually if somebody wants you to house sit, they do have plants and pets that would die if nobody was there. So that's probably, most of the people that go need to do that. But that's fascinating too. You can travel around and get paid. I've actually done it several times.
That's right. And you make good money. It's not just good money.
They paid for my way up there, my way back, and they paid for my daily routine. And I could work from home because they had high-speed internet. So I worked all the time I was there, so I got double pay. It was awesome.
It is. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Well, we have time for one more.
Okay. Well, this one is kind of like thinking outside the box, which we know we love to think outside that box. And it's so simple that most of us don't even think about it. And it's just plainly called reduce your expenses. Okay. Like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights on because it's so dark in here today. When this show is over, I turn all of but 2 of them out. I could leave them on all day. Why? That little meter is still running. And you may not know this, but even if you have a lamp over in an obscure corner of your room that maybe you have it on once a year, but it's plugged in, it's sucking juice the whole time. Unplug that baby. If you need to use it sometime, then you can go plug it in, but unplug it when you finish using it. Don't keep all these lamps and all these appliances, especially hair dryers. Don't keep them plugged in. Take them out. Pull that plug out. Every time I dry my hair, that plug comes right out. I do not leave anything plugged in that I'm not using, unless it's like the lamps here at my computer. I use these every day, usually all day. So that's a big secret. Most people don't know. And I've tested this one personally. I've seen that little dial go round and round when I had one thing, like the refrigerator was the only thing on. And it wasn't always running, because when it runs, of course, it's going to suck juice. But that motor turns off. And when it was off, that little dial was still going. So reduce your expenses and just make a list of everything you're paying money for. Phone bill. Maybe you're making long distance calls and you can find a better service that will give you cheaper rates or something. That's for landlines. I know you guys on cell phones don't have long distance very much, but there's so many things you can reduce by just looking at what you're spending.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Wow. Well, of course, this time just flies by every single week. We just can't We can't spit it out fast enough to get it all in. We've got probably 80 more to go. So come back again next
Yes.
week or send us a comment, ask us questions. We'd be happy to help you out. We want you making money. We want you home safe. We want you working on your computer from home so that you can spend more time with your family, your loved ones, and stay healthy.
Yes.
So another way to reset for success. Thank you for joining us today. Lady Lou, you got any final words?
Just a thank you to our audience. We appreciate you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please go over there. You have to type in Marian LaSalle and then punch on her name, and a Natural Curiosity will pop up. And then you can subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it helps us with our marketing. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. And we've been building our subscription list quite rapidly, and we'd appreciate your help if you'd like. And if you want to hear about us every day, you can click that little bell, ring the bell, they say, and then they will notify YouTube will notify you that we've got a live show coming up in an email. So we love our audience. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much.
Now remember, create a fantastic day for yourself. I know you can do it. I have faith. You're going to do it. Now,